Hi everyone, it's Tori Tries. I'm here for Q&A on KDP. On Book Ball, any questions you have. KDP is something I use for an additional source of income. It's something I like to do from the comfort of my own home. And I use Book Ball to help me get to that. So firstly, what is KDP Amazon? Amazon KDP is a self-publishing service that Amazon offer. So Amazon provide this service where you can publish your own books. And when I say books, it doesn't mean novels. It means, well, it could be novels, but you can also publish low content books. So for me, I publish word searches and it's all free. You can sign up to Amazon KDP for free and you can publish up to 10 books per week, 10 of the same types of books. And yeah, so for me, I've got about 150 books published and I haven't been doing this very long, maybe about 6 months. And all of my books are pretty much puzzle books. And these are my sales for the month, you can see. And this is just this month so far. 67 orders, so I think that's my best month so far. So far for me, the more my sales has gone up every month, which is great. So when you publish these books, the program I use to publish them is BookBolt. So all of my books have been created through BookBolt Studio. So we can have a look at that. And if you wanted to try Book Ball, you get 3 days free, which is great. And you can also get 20% off the subscription if you use code TORI20. So this is Book Bolt. So you can see I'm in the middle of designing a word search at the minute. So I only do word searches. Book Ball, you can create all sorts of things. So you could just do notebooks or planners, handwriting. There's so many options. You can literally just keep going with ideas. Sudokus, crossword puzzles, different shaped word searches, mazes. There's so much stuff you can create. You could do colouring books, colour charts. This is what BookBall can help you do. So BookBall is such a good tool to help you create and get these books published through KDP. So, and I only specialise in word searches at the moment. So my sales have all come through word searches. That's it, word searches only. So if I start to run out of ideas, I'll definitely start exploring different things. Probably crosswords, that'll be my next thing I try. So I'm looking forward to that. So BookBall makes creating these books so much simpler. So you just pick the kind of thing you want. So obviously word searches. And you upload an Excel file. And then once you've uploaded it, I'll show you what it looks like. I think I've uploaded one already. Here we go. There you are. Professional looking word searches. And that is just from uploading, it's a .csv file, but it's basically made through Excel. You just save it as .csv. And then they not only do that, it generates your solutions too. So let's have a look through here. These are all generated word searches and then solutions get generated towards the back. So it all looks really legit, really professional. And you can tell it's legit and looks professional because look at all my sales. So these are sales from this month so far. It might be interesting to compare what my sales have looked like since I started So let's have a look. I think I made my first book around February, and I only made a couple in the beginning, so I wasn't trying really hard. I just wanted to try it out, see what it was like. So let's go from February. So from February, when I first started, or maybe we can't go that far back. Let's have a look at my sales from March to April to March. So here you can see from 24th of April to now, my sales are definitely, we've got an upward trend. So I think the more, so I've got 155 books published, the more books that I publish consistently, the more the sales are going up. So something I always say is, I wonder what, if as long as I keep up my consistency, which I will because it's paying off, I'm looking forward to seeing what this will look like by the end of the year. And something else I like to think of is when you see your sales, $250, I think that's about £190, maybe £200. That'll pay for my council tax bill, that'll pay for my internet bill, and that'll pay for my phone bill. All from what, a few hours work. The great thing about KDP is you publish your books and you just leave them to it and wait for the sales. And using Bookball allows me to do it quickly. So I can publish my books quickly, get 10 books out in a week, in a few hours, and then have these sales. And this is only July so far. So still got 9 days left in July. So I think my goal for the end of July would be to get to at least $350. And June sales was maybe $250. So that's the goal. So I think one important thing when you use BookBolt is to focus on your cover. Because when people are buying on Amazon, they're only looking at, well, they're mainly looking at the cover. So it needs to be something eye-catching. And also bear in mind, most people are buying from their phone, so you need it to look good as a thumbnail as well, probably like that size. So definitely make it clear and obvious what it is, not too much going on in the picture. So when they see it small like that, you can tell what it is and that it looks good. And what I have done for most of my books is I've created a cover that can be repeated. So once you've created one great cover, you can just kind of use that as a template for all of your books. So something I like to add on mine, let's have a go at expanding this one. So you can just upload pictures, make sure they're not copyrighted, generate your own pictures. You do get free pictures as well, some free clip art you can use. So I like to use these because it gives it some kind of, it looks like it gives it some kind of authority. So I'll add this on. And then write something like 55 plus puzzles. It looks like someone somewhere has given it the seal of approval, basically. There we go. And the back looks a bit bare as well, so add something towards the back. You can just make it coloured if you want to give it a background. think I've uploaded some pictures before, so I'll have a look what will work well on the background. There we go, something like that. So you can just titivate it, get it to how you want to look. And compare, have a look at other books. See, you have a look yourself on Amazon, have a look through word searches or whatever you're trying to create and see which ones you think look good, or look at the best sellers, look at the top sales in word search categories and have a look at their covers and decide which parts of it are appealing and attractive and that you might want to add to yours. That's the best way to do it, because obviously whoever's buying these books has seen something on the cover that attracts them and appeals to them. So that's the best way to do it. So here are my sales from July the 1st to now, 67 sales. Maybe the next goal, 100. I would love to get 100 orders. That would be brilliant. And then by the end of the year, I think December, up to 200 orders. That's the dream. But it's good to have goals, it keeps you motivated. And the sales that keep coming keep you motivated. I think the other day I had, 8 sales. So that's my best day so far. You can see I had an 8 sale day a month ago. So again, I'd like to see a 9-day sale. That would be a PB for me as well. So let's have a look at last month. Last month's sales. So July, that's this month, June. Let's see. 59. So I sold 59 books last month. So I'm already beating that, which is great. Shows promise. Keep doing what I'm doing and the sales will keep going up. Keep using BookBolt. So all my books, all 155 books were created using BookBolt. I use BookBolt Studio to create all my books, all of my word searches. And if you want to try, you literally get a 3-day free trial. So try it. And then if you want to continue using it, use my code Tory20 because then you get 20% off. So if you enjoy it and you think this is something that would work for you, just give it a go. 3 days free. It's worth trying. And if you're wondering why start a business like this, for me, I've already got my day job. And I wanted to do something I could do from home alongside my day job. So this, I can use BookBolt and upload, publish books on KDP when I'm ready at home, when I've got a spare hour or so, when the kids are at school or on the weekend. I don't have to invest too much time as long as it's consistent every week. And I don't have to actively promote, I don't have to actively do things. I just upload the books and leave it. I'll check on it, but I don't have to actively do anything. Just as and when I'm ready, I will create through the studio and then publish through KDP. Let's have a look at other projects I've completed. So this is just something totally different. It's the only non-puzzle book. And this was, for me, just a bit of a fun project. So if you follow me, you'll see I do cash stuffing as a way of budgeting. It's like the envelope method, cash stuffing. It's where you withdraw all your money and you allocate it places to spend on your budget. and people like to do challenges and games with money, gamify your savings. So I created this book, and I used BookBolt Studio to upload it. So you can see, create challenges, and then someone can buy this book, cut them out, and use them to help with their savings. Loads of pages here. So you can upload all sorts of things. Any other projects? This was my first attempt on BookBolt. So this was just to learn the lay of the land. Whenever you start a new program or start using a new software or website, you just need something to figure out what you're doing. So my first project was just a cat's word search book. And I don't think I've ever sold one from my cats, but I enjoyed, this helped me figure out how to create a word search, how to upload a word search, what looks good, what doesn't. It was a good start for me, for sure. But you've got to start somewhere and then it develops. So this is where I started. And then the current project is my school word search revision books. So once you've got your ideas and your research, and you can use BookBolt to research niches of categories of books that will sell. So use BookBolt's keyword search to help you. I'll just load it up now. So, like, search for word search. When you just search for word search, not a lot comes up, or too much comes up. Like, it's not ideal as someone publishing. You need something unique. So when you search for things like word searches, maths or geography, it's much more likely that you'll be able to sell books because they're... Oh, we've crashed, one moment. So you have to pick a niche to help you get the sales. Something too broad. If you just do 50 word search puzzles or 100 word search puzzles, you've got so much competition. So I keep the niche small, something specific. If in doubt, something you would buy or something you have knowledge or information about. So because I'm a teacher and I specialise in teaching, this is something that I already know about, I have knowledge, and I have checked in the BookBolt keyword search, this is something that could potentially sell. So this is what my next project I'm working on. And another thing you can do is, and I do this with all of my books, is I always create a UK version and a US version, and I'll release the UK version on amazon.co.uk and the US version on amazon.com. It just keeps my market wide open. So if you're publishing on in two different nations, well, opens up your sales, doesn't it? And actually I find I get a lot of sales from Canada as well. So where did I first hear about book vaults? I think I watched a YouTube video on Amazon KDP, and the YouTuber recommended book vaults. And I watched a YouTube video of them creating a word search puzzle from scratch. And it was so straightforward. I thought, well, and obviously with a 3-day free trial, just thought, I'll give it a go. I can try. And yeah, I found it came quite easily to me to do it. And the more you do it, the easier it gets, for sure. Once you've made one word search puzzle, you kind of just save the format, save it as a template, and then you're just swapping out images or titles. So if you do want to try Book Vault yourself, if you sign up using code Tori20, you get 3 days free trial, and you get 20% off if you continue the subscription. So it's definitely worth just trying it out if this is something you'd like to do, if you want to try and make some extra income using Amazon KDP. You can use Book Vault as a tool to help you get there, just to make the process easier. So we've seen my sales for June was 59 books. And let's have a look at what the sales for May was. So my sales in May, 28. So 28 sales in May, 59 in June. July we're at 67, but we've still got over a week left. So I would say that's looking promising. Now his sales aren't gonna, well, they could, but generally they're not going to keep doubling. But I think if they're going upwards, that's really encouraging. So the number one thing with publishing on KDP using Book Vault is consistency. Keep going. Maybe 1 week, I've had it plenty of times, over a week you sell nothing. Just keep going, keep trying. It could be, just people aren't buying that week. Maybe people buy more towards payday. It's just the way it goes. But the main thing is, don't be disheartened, don't give up. Keep publishing, keep going, keep trying. And then hopefully it pays off. And then as soon as you get that 1 sale or 2 sales, see which of your word searches sold and expand on those titles. For example, maybe if your cat word search did sell, maybe think about doing something with jungle cats or puppies or something in the same niche that people would be searching for. Or if you did a large print cat, maybe do a pocket size cat print. Or maybe look at crosswords, cat crosswords, or sudokus or mazes. Keep it on the theme and just expand that category and do like a themed series to really monopolise your sales and make the most of them. So most of my sales have come from one specific niche that I've just expanded over and over and over. And I'd say out of 155 titles, probably only 20 or 30 of them have sales. This is why it's important. You just keep publishing and keep trying, just because you don't really know what's going to sell. This is why Book Vault's great. Once you've learned how to use the studio, you can churn these books out, these creations, quite quickly. So you aren't putting too much energy and effort into these creations, these books. And you can just keep publishing through KDP. It's kind of a numbers game, basically. The more you publish, the more chance you give yourself. And then always look back on your own data of sales to determine what your next published book should be, your next creations on Book Vault. So let's have a look again. Today's sales, 67 sales so far in July for me. $258. What's that in pounds? So $258. There we go. Ooh, nearly 200. Definitely would like to get up to the 200 this month. That would be great, wouldn't it? Hopefully more, but we'll see. So if you want to try BookBolt, remember you get a 3-day free trial, and if you enjoy it and it works for you, you can continue your trial, but use code Tori20 because then you get your 20% off, which is a great help. And remember, consistency. Keep up your publishing, keep trying. I'm not an expert, I'm not someone who's like great at novels and stuff. I just tried. I'm a trier. I'm a professional trier, that's what I say. I just tried, I just gave it a go. And this is where we're at. So I just encourage everyone just to try, keep trying, don't give up. Consistency, keep trying every week, even when it doesn't pay off, just keep going and you'll get there. So Amazon KDP is such a good tool for that, and especially if you want to work from home or just add a little bit of extra income. And here's another thing, if you're someone who likes to travel as well, this would be good for you because you're not stuck to one place. You can, it's all online, isn't it? Same with BookBolt. So when you use BookBolt to make your low content books, as long as you've got an internet connection, you're fine. You can publish away. And this is something that isn't time consuming. You can do this alongside your job as and when you have free time. There's no prescribed you must upload so many books. It's up to you what you do. Maximum 10 a week. So it's on your schedule. And just to make it clear, when you use Amazon KDP, number one, it's free to sign up, but number two, you don't pay to publish. You just upload your books and the money comes from the sale. So it's only when it's, say you publish a book and it costs, you're selling it for £10. Amazon take, say, £2.50 for the publishing, and then they'll take maybe another £3.50 for royalties, and you get the rest. So for every book sold, you might get £3. But you haven't put any money out there, you haven't laid up any upfront costs, you haven't had to pay for advertising. That's something you could do if you want to promote your books, but you don't have to. You just get that £3. So the money comes per sale, nothing upfront from you. This is why it's a really good low risk business strategy to try, because you're not paying anything up front. And again, this is why it works really well with BookBolt, because BookBolt offers you that 3-day free trial. So I would go in prepared and think about, do the research before of different books that might interest you. YouTube, follow me, look at all my videos on KDP, and get yourself prepared for those 3-day free trial, so you can really figure out what you're doing. And then, so use code Tori20 for that, and then you can have, if you want to continue and it is something that works for you, then you've got your 20% discount as well. So it's really worth it. It's worth giving it a go. And that's it. If anyone has any questions, I'll upload this live to my YouTube channel. You can look back on it if there's anything you need to know. Add comments for any questions. I'll try and answer them as best I can. Remember, I'm mainly focusing on word searches, so if you want to get into word searches, I can try and help you. And yeah, good luck. So last time, I'll tell you, 3 days free, use code Tori20 and you get 20% off on BookBolt. And BookVault is the program I've used for all of my published books on Amazon KDP. So I'll be going live again in a few days. I'll put it on my stories on TikTok, and I'll see any of you guys then. Bye.